Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Greetings and salutations. Guess what time it is? D&D. Yes. Hope y'all's having a good day. Yep. We're now officially down to one game a week. Um, at least for now. For now. Um, yeah. So with that, I got everybody here, and we're gonna get fired up. Who can recall what happened last time?
Well, as it happens, three things could have been said to have happened last session. Puzzles happening inside rooms, ominous things happening behind the scenes, and sorry getting frustrated wondering what our next course of action was.
Did I get frustrated? That's kind of a given, I suppose. Sari's re-examining her. Sari's re-examining her interactions with people, thinking she's getting really tired of being the naysayer, and she doesn't know why she made that character. So she's going to change.
You see, it's funny. Many things are funny when you're the person who has the responsibility of giving the recap. Just for my visual help, can I see the map as it was when we left off? It's mostly for me to help have a better time remembering. Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
All right. So
Gosh, I can't remember.
now,
Oh, we have
3 sessions ago, while we were investigating the hag house on the hill, it's not really a hag house. It's something all right, though. There was originally, in this bottom left corner of the map, the scale area, we all noticed that something had crawled out of it. Or more accurately, it looked as though, as we had finished constructing it, a set of snake scales slithered out from the walls themselves, as though we put them back together. Right? Um,
Mhm.
we had hit the wall, if you will, when some sort of invisible beast had grabbed our dear Lord Deep Shaft and grabbed him and tried to take him for themselves. Right? None of us knew particularly why they wanted Kozik. However, we did understand that that was, perhaps not the best thing. However, as it were, it released Kozik. We were able to sort that out. And last session, we decided, okay, we're all here. We might as well get this done. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was the
But you
start
and
of our
you
last.
and was it you and Veldrin that were going to each little room and figuring out the puzzle? And but then you came by where we were at the statue, and then you didn't tell us about something that happened. I was remembering secrecy.
Well, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
We decided to go back all the way through, and we found a massive statue, more or less, in the middle. It was unfinished. However, none of us could find the finished part. I should say the unfinished part of it. It was sort of hanging around, and we all got the sort of sense, looking at it, standing up at it from the base of its altar, that perhaps if we finished the puzzles around it, we would finish the statue itself. So that's wherein um we said that we'd separate. Initially, it was just Veldrin and Niavara, going about doing the puzzles in each of these little rooms. That's what you're recalling. We went from the furthest area over and then back to towards you all. And we made the stop by, yes, to check in on the statue's progress, right? And also just, see that all of you were well, considering that less than 2 sessions ago we'd been attacked by something in the dark, peering at all of us. Yes. So,
Yes.
you guys had asked us how things were going, and I believe Niavara just said something glib about how we're playing dolls with each other. And I guess, like, yes, that is in fact like how it kind of is. They're brother and sister, and they're getting to do puzzles with each other in the dark. It's perfect. At the end of the day, what are they except, a 19-year-old and a 25-year-old doing puzzles? What is it else to be a brother and sister? So yeah, we basically did not invite Sari and Kozik to the puzzle session. Sorry. Now, I'm sure Kozik would not mind given that he gets the chance to lord about. However, Zedrin decided to go the long way around, basically to go up over here and start completing the puzzles on the opposite side of us so that we could sort of meet in the middle, have all the puzzles done, and then have the uh, statue hopefully finished for whatever the secret will be. And I believe that's where session ended, unless someone else remembers something happening while Veldrin and I were busy doing puzzles in the other room.
I just remember that
Mm,
we're pretty
just
bored
something.
standing around the statue.
Yeah.
Yes, Kozik?
In, in terms of filling in the gaps, right? We had retreated from the entity that was trying to drag me away, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we were on the
Right.
outskirts of the buildings, and we decided we're going to go back and check things out because it was too intriguing. And but then, right, I was hit with invisibility by Zed, I believe, or was able to do that for me. Somebody did.
Oh, nice.
And it doesn't seem to have made a huge amount of difference, though, because it seems like I'm still being assaulted by this sort of like breezy presence, and I was having to roll a lot of wisdom savings throws, so something didn't happen to me. But yeah, but then yeah, we were just hanging out by the statue, waiting to see what was going to happen and stuff. So. But yeah, I don't know what happened at the very, very end. I didn't feel like we were being attacked by anything, but maybe we were.
Well, at the very, very end, don't you dare worry about it. Everything is just fine, TM.
Alrighty. Well, we will pick up where we left off of people doing puzzles and Zed making his way to a building all by his lonesome. So, let's start with the people who are already in a building as Zed is making his way over. I imagine you two are about to get started on figuring the pieces of this puzzle out.
Yes, that's going to be another investigation check.
So, int base, yeah, figure I can consolidate that roll. Yes.
Apparently, she's really gotten into
Nice.
the puzzle spirit.
That's good because we were having shitty rolls last time.
So, Niavara, you are, yeah, kind of exploring the room, checking out the rubble. You you get the feeling that there's got to be a puzzle in here, just has been, as is tradition with every single one of these other rooms. And your hunch via searching through the rubble, looking for patterns, yields an accuracy to that hunch. And it's gonna take you a little bit to assemble things and put things together. I guess unless Veldrin rolls higher, then that might cut down on time a little bit.
Yeah, Vildren.
Yeah, Belgium. No.
Okay. So between the two of you, you are grabbing the bits and pieces of rubble, perfectly cut, mind you, um, and start to place things in the walls. You know, you're putting the patterns together. The puzzle pieces are fitting. Um, and amidst the pieces, the relief that has been composed through your investigation conveys what seems to be another claw. On tool, this
Hmm.
claw.
No,
Take this,
it's
drag
not
it
this.
here. Boop.
We have
Yeah.
4 feet and a head.
We have four. I only see
You know,
steel claw, head claw.
four
Missing
feet
one.
ahead
Oh,
and
up
some
top there's
scales.
one. I see.
What could be left? Wings?
Wings, tail.
Ear?
Tail.
Tail?
Ooh, I'm not there. Sorry.
All right, and in that time frame, Zed would have made it to the intended building, so move to whichever you were planning to go to. Oh, let's out because he's way over here now. All right. So, Zed, you walk into this building, and very akin to all the others, um, the walls have collapsed, the roof has fallen inward. There's rubble everywhere. Um, yeah. What would you like to do?
Zedrin, where are you?
I just realized I was muted.
Oh,
Um, uh, assuming that there's some sort of puzzle to put together, he would uh probably cast his mage hand just to give him an extra hand. Um, and start trying to fit pieces together.
All right. So let's see what you get. So, investigation.
Okay.
So 14 on this room.
I got a 14.
So you are, you're in here, you're looking around, trying to figure some stuff out, and you feel like you're just on the cusp of something, but it's just something like when you have like a puzzle mostly done and you have that one piece left, but for whatever reason it just it doesn't fit, and you rotate it and you try and put it in, it's like, no, that's not it. And then you try and like force it in a little bit, it's like, no, that definitely is not meant to fit there. It's like you feel like you're close, but not quite able to figure out um what. And you're just kind of sitting
Right.
there struggling with it, just hand on chin, standing there, just like what could what could be wrong, and you kind of feel like you might have to backtrack a little bit to figure out where you went wrong, and you're trying to assemble the relief. That or there's a missing piece. Who knows? With the 14, you're unsure.
Um,
O'clock, baby. I heard and I don't know if you muted.
no, I just um, yeah, he's probably just he might probably take a couple pieces uh off and just try and rework things to where he can get all these things to fit, I guess.
All right. So while you were trying to assess at what point you zigged when you should have zagged, a little bit of time has passed, and Kozik, feel free to give me a wisdom saving throw. Fun. Is that your final answer?
Jose, you can
Um,
add 2 points to it
It's still a natural one.
I would
because we're
take
next
eight
to each other. Oh,
there.
okay.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Well, I
right.
don't really have much else I can do, so I think I'm at the whims of whatever force this is.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, unless there's inspiration.
Oh, I think I have one. Take mine. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's give it.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
at least
Yeah.
try it again. So 12, I guess, if we're
I
adding the
mean,
benefit of sorry.
that is the base roll was 500% better than your original.
Yes.
All right, so a 12, is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Alrighty. So you were on the horse, or were you like on the ground next to the horse?
Oh yeah, I
Where's
think
Kozik?
actually I am upon the horse.
Yes, yes. I said, come on up here so that you're safer.
Alrighty. So, so you guys would be adjacent. So hold on, like that. Oh, hold on, let me move the camera, zoom in a little bit. All right, camera control. Um, so Sorry, you can make me a little bit of a. This is going to be a perception check.
Okay. Oh, yay.
All right. So, sorry, you would see in. Oh, wait, you are in. You don't have light sources. Yeah, you're in darkness. So
Well, I can light things though. I mean, I probably don't. I have a lantern. Don't I have like a torch? I mean, we've been carrying lights everywhere we
all
go.
the
I
light
thought I
was
had a
snuffed out.
torch.
Um,
Oh, okay.
so you can't help but notice it's almost like a very, very, very light, not even fog. It's almost like smoke, but it's very brief. And it's almost like something is cut like imagine something cutting through a a small like a lit candle and you can see like the little thin layer of smoke that comes
Hmm.
off of it and it kind of seems like something is moving through it and that is akin to just sort of observing because it is kind of cold so you could probably see a little bit of breath in the air and it's almost like something is swathing through and displacing the um like your breath.
Oh, okay.
And Coke, roll me a d20, please, for no reason whatsoever. And you can do it through the dice tray at the bottom right. Unless Kozik stepped away, that is.
Are you there, Kozik?
I think he did.
Yeah.
D20 roll, please.
He,
4.
gosh, we don't know if that's good or bad.
Righty. Not that amazing.
He
Okie
got
dokie.
these rolls that
So,
are a little
Kozik,
bit
you
more
feel
good.
something. It at first it felt very cold, like somebody just tapped your skin with a an ice block, but then it fades very quickly. I will update this.
Okay. Did you feel that? Sorry.
Well, I saw a little something, but it barely, but something, yeah.
Well, keep an eye out, I guess. I don't know. This cave just keeps getting curiouser and curiouser, doesn't it? But I mean, that
Right.
thing hasn't that's been watching us hasn't gone away yet.
No, I definitely feel it. And there's something still after you. So I think the slightest little thing should be of concern. But there's nothing. I mean, I just saw some little, wisp of smoke kind of moving about. And what did you feel?
Yeah, just a profound coldness, a profound chill. But otherwise, no, nothing strange beyond that.
I wonder if the thing following us is more like on the spiritual realm, and that's why we can't see it, but we get little feelings of it.
Well, it certainly can make itself felt physically if it wants to, beyond the spiritual
Yeah,
plane.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Because it grabbed you. That's right. Maybe there's more than one thing after us. Not a great thought. I wish the others would get back and we could figure out what we're gonna do. I don't like standing here in just this one position. It feels kind of vulnerable that we're just standing here like a target, you know?
Yeah, you might be right, but I'm gonna have to assume that our friends are solving whatever puzzles and things need to be solved, right? I say
Right, right.
dubiously.
Well, let's hope so.
To which, unless there's anything else two of you want to do, the camera will pan back to the Myvols.
Okay. Well, that's one down. Should we keep going?
Yes, there was like
A million more.
yes.
Flounce across the way. We're putting back together something. And it's something big. I don't think it's I do think that it's something trapped here. And we're freeing and putting things back to rights. Don't you agree? She'll start picking up pieces and fail miserably. She's distracted.
She's thinking about what it is they're putting together.
All right, so with an 18, take this. You manage to assemble what seems to be also, a lot of scales, but there is an end point to it, and it appears to be some kind of a a tail because it,
God.
it it narrows down to a point and actually, has an end point.
Hey, Val. 50 silver. I said it would be tail.
I don't have money.
You would have money. I know you do. He's gonna like lean over him and like start rifling through
He's
his
gonna
bag.
open his little bag. There is only 7 gold in it.
That's technically 70 silver. So you totally do have money.
Brother and sister for sure.
But it's fine. I'll let you bet now. What's in the next room? We have all 4 claws. We have a tail. We have a
The only
head.
other, the only other thing we talked about was wings.
Wings. Could be
Ah.
wings.
But there's more rooms than just 2 more.
I know, which is what I'm saying. I'm betting another head.
Oh.
Do you bet wing or head?
Isn't there something about the multi-headed dragon?
Hmm? What do you mean something about it?
Isn't there one that was like not not good?
I mean, like, there's lots of things that are not good. Are you talking like about a specific creature? Like a goddess? Oh, Kyber. Is that who you're talking about? Or I guess her daughter.
Maybe.
What's the name? And she's actually struggling for a second.
You can do a
It looks
religion
kind of
check.
odd. on her. Mm. It's not Bahamut, that's the guy.
A
That's
religion
the
check might
good
net you
dragon.
information. Um,
I'm being silly, mostly because Neovara has named it in character. I'm just blanking, and I think it's funnier.
an IRL religion check. Tiamat.
Nice.
Belgium was about to say that.
Yeah, Tiamat. Kyber's daughter. Evil dragon. I guess. I thought you were big on saying that evil didn't exist in like creatures like that, but I guess then again, dragons are intelligent and are capable of evil.
There's also a difference between a pattern of behavior that is hard to contend with and more petty things. Atrocities are much different from being a nuisance or thievery. Those things. Those are considered evil.
Mm-hmm.
But those are things that people can come back from.
Always. And an eternal dragon would, in theory, be able to do it. However, what you are missing is that Tiamat is not a three-headed dragon. She's not a hydra. She has multiple heads. I think 5. Now,
There
if we
could
look
be
at the
enough
rooms
heads for
left,
5.
yeah, but we wouldn't have any wings.
Unless both wings are in one room.
But like, if both head wing, if that's the case, right? Like, hear me out. Why would there have been 4 separate rooms for claws?
The size of the room.
Yeah, but then you know what I mean. If we keep opening up, like popping up heads, then we'll consider that it might be related to the great goddess Tiamat. And I'm saying great because I'm, you know, I don't want to get smoked.
Mhm.
But we'll find out, won't we? I'm betting head, you bet wing, yeah? Or is it the other way around?
I'm betting head.
Okay, I'll take wing. Let's go. Oh wait, we are already in that room.
All right.
Shh.
And in that time frame, what's Zed doing?
Just trying to put this together.
All right. So you how would you like to potentially do this in a different method or approach than before? Because you tried to put it together and you're just like, I can't,
Uh,
I can't figure out what's
uh,
missing. You put the pieces in the wall and just some of them just don't fit. May need to employ some more drastic and creative methods.
um, can you tell what it's depicting, even though we can't get all the pieces to fit?
Let's do an intelligence check. Just straight up intelligence. Can you determine what this might be? And is that your final answer?
Yeah, I can't roll it really.
So with a 13, you are. It's just you. It's kind of like when you try and put a puzzle together, and you hit that roadblock, but the problem is you're trying to find an alternative route to an alternative like logistical method to do it, but your brain keeps going back to that same point, so it's kind of like this logic loop that keeps bringing you back to like the wrong answer. So it's like, when you try and think of a song, but then there's another song in your head, so every time you try and think of that thing you want to think of, that other thing keeps filling in that gap, and that's kind of like that the logic
Ah,
feedback that you're having right now. And it's like this is what it this is what it kind of looks like, but then you look at the other piece like, no, 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 that doesn't make sense. This doesn't fit here with that. But then what if this, but then it just comes back to being the exact same thing I originally thought. No, how about what if I took this and put it here? Nope. Like it's just kind of like that loop. His rolls are not on his side. Alrighty. So does Zed want to stay in this room? Does he want to go elsewhere? Is he just brain locked?
Um,
Does he phone a
not
friend?
for-
I don't know.
Definitely brain locked.
Brain locked it is. All right. So while you try and figure out what the next step might be, the camera pans to Kozik and Sari, standing in front of this statue, still waiting for something to happen. Well, I guess waiting for other stuff to happen because something has continued to happen.
Well, Sari's getting pretty annoyed at just standing there because she likes action. She likes to solve puzzles. She likes things happening. But she also knows that she's holding down the fort, waiting for other people to do their part. So it's okay. And she's a bit concerned that they've been feeling these weird things, but they have no idea what they are. And she's just feeling like they're sitting out there like just an open target, but she knows she has to stay there and wait for people. So she's kind of just like feeling a little pulled in different directions from all that. That's where Sari's at.
And what's Kozik doing?
I'm fine. I'm sitting on a horse here in the dark. It's not too bad. Um, and we're just kind of waiting for them to get back. Sorry's protecting. I can protect myself. Come on. And yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
it's okay for Sari to protect you.
But yeah, I mean, I don't I think we're staying put.
All right, staying put. My roll, siblings. Next puzzle.
Well, we didn't actually ever roll for the first one. We were just shooting the shit about it.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, we're gonna investigate it.
I was just going clockwise.
Deldrin saved me. Roll better than I did. 18.
18, the third 18. 18 seems to be the number for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's a face.
18. 18, yeah, all three
But yeah.
18s. So, much like
Wonder
before, assembling the pieces, you assemble the wall, get the, oop, boink. It's interesting that it doesn't load. It says wing. So essentially, you once you assemble it, it takes on it has a curvature to it and like a almost like a scythe-like curvature to it, but there's also like an endpoint, and it curves back in, conveying a wing.
Wing!
Yeah. Very good.
And
So
much
yeah,
like all the
physically
other
it can't
rooms,
be.
the relief basically animates and makes its way up and out of the building.
Yeah, it can't be a version of Tiamat. Definitely could be something with multiple heads. But it's not her.
It's just one wing.
Well, that's good.
What, you don't want to get eaten by Tiamat?
Not particularly.
I don't know, I think it could be fun. Let's go.
You'd only get eaten once. And then
Lacking vision. My dear brother.
And some time passes for you to assemble the bits and pieces. Kozik, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Not doing great so far.
Do that. All right, final answer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Alrighty.
is that Kozik?
Yep, it's a
Did you
10.
put the 2 on there?
Already calculated.
Okay. All right.
All right, so with a 10, Kozik, roll me a d20. I be okie dokie. So
Dokey.
Kozik, you would, and this is every few minutes passing. This is not like back to back, round per round. It's every few minutes that some, strange anomalous feeling is what, you keep experiencing. And this time it just feels like this one. Yeah, so it just kind of feels like where before there was like a cold sensation, there's another sensation in that like same area, probably like on your arm, and it starts out like it's like somebody putting a block of ice on your arm, but then it rapidly warms up to not necessarily like scorching hot or anything, but it gets a little warm, kind of like like a warm sunny day kind of situation. So not like, oh my god, my arm is aflame and on fire. It's yeah.
Well, it feels like I'm getting a rash or something. Ah, I don't know. Must be the moisture down here.
What happened?
All the same thing. It just feels cold, then it feels pretty warm. But I mean, nothing's happening. No big deal, right?
Well, but something's got to be making
There.
you feel cold, right? I mean, it's not like your body just does that for no reason.
Well, there's a breeze down here. There's all sorts of nefarious spirits and things around. I don't know.
Is it in the same place as last time?
So
More or less, I guess.
two,
I pat the horse's neck. It probably doesn't care.
five. Let's do 4, 5. Okay. Alrighty. So Zed, I've been sorry, popping. No, sorry. Zed, what would you like to do?
Oh, sorry about
Um,
that. I went black. Sorry to interrupt.
so is Zed? Are there not enough pieces, or is he just not putting him in the right place?
Um, via your previous checks, you were uncertain because it's not like once you guys have assembled the walls that there's like no rubble at all because the roof did seem like the roof still collapsed. So there's still rubble around. So as far as the logistical baseline, like figuring that out, there could be more pieces to it, but you're just more likely you're just not sure how they fit together.
I don't know. Outside of just doing this, like,
I mean, you could head back out and talk to other people. You could go and talk to the Myvols and group up with them. Like you have options. You don't necessarily have to be trapped in this particular room. I mean, you can go and do something completely different if you want.
um, I guess he would put it together as best as he has been able to, and um, move on.
All right, where you moving to?
Um,
I
I
mean, you
guess
know,
he's gonna go.
Kozik's been having weird experiences, so you could check in with them if you want. You could look into the other rooms and see what's going on with those. Like I said, you're not beholden to. There's nothing locking you in this room, so you could roam, do whatever you want.
Um, I think he would potentially go back to this first room that we'd already kind of solved. He didn't really mess with that too much. He had not had a good check with that either. Um, and so is like we put these puzzles together or these reliefs together, and then they've just kind of like crawled up the wall and disappeared. So there's nothing built in here anymore, right? To be able to compare with.
Um, pretty much, because it's like the reliefs crawl up and out. I mean, but you were there when you saw them assembling it,
Yeah.
albeit with glue.
Does it look like there's any extra pieces in this room?
Oh yeah, there's rubble everywhere still. Because you look up and you know the roof, a big portion of the roof has collapsed in. So a lot of the rubble is probably, you know, the puzzles that you've been solving has been mixed in with the damage of the collapses. Is what seems to make it quite difficult to assemble these things because it's finding the right pieces as opposed to, you know, seeking out false positives.
Um,
Maybe they're old sheets.
well, you'd probably just go back outside then.
All right. So you're back out and about in the darkness of the cave. Your sword still not lighting the area. As you recall, any light has been suppressed.
Um, I guess he'll kind of go back to this other building. Is there anything on the outside of it? Any writing or
You can give me a perception. With disadvantage though, because there's being no light. I forgot to do that with sorry. Damn it. So it's at least a. So you can confirm, as you are perusing the outskirts of this building, that there is no markings or writings that are identifiable. The damage to the building has the damage to the area, the building, time, whatever the case may be. There doesn't seem to be any semblance of linguistics or I guess basically linguistics or symbology.
I guess comparing these two buildings, insides and outsides, um, he's probably turning his focus instead of trying to figure out the puzzle thing to trying to figure out what destroyed these buildings. Like, are they both destroyed in a similar fashion? Does it look random? Does it look like the same thing happened to each of these buildings? Um, Potential similarities, or did they just look like they have all been kind of thrashed? I guess.
Give me an investigation. can't I? 14 seems pretty chaotic. Buildings are broken up in different locations, different pieces, maybe different points in time. But you could, with a 14, the one little itty bitty teensy bit of information you would gain would be it is not a result of erosion. Things seem, yeah, that's what you go to 14.
Okay. So yeah, I guess that's kind of what he's doing now. Is probably these three buildings that he's standing between. He's trying to identify where a chunk might have broken off and if like potentially the same chunk on another building broke off, if it's was done in the same manner, or he's just comparing what had potentially happened.
Got him. We got him opening his mind. Alrighty. And while you're doing that, I believe Kozik and Sari are just sitting tight.
Yep.
So, the Myvols.
All right.
What do you think this one's gonna be?
Great question. Well, we had there was only 2 instances of claws straight in a row. Well, actually 3 of them in a row, right? Because it was claw, claw, statue, claw, tail, wing. What could be left? I guess it could be wing, or it could be head, or it's something else. I'm betting it's something else entirely, not wing, but I don't know what.
I guess
You?
we'll see.
Neobar is locking in.
So, much akin to the previous room, which is probably why you managed to figure this one out so quickly and easily. Depicting another wing.
Oopsie.
Updated. As you complete the relief, and it flies up and out of the building.
So what do you think the next one's gonna be?
The wing flies out of the building?
All
Yep.
of the limbs and things have been leaving the building.
I completely missed that part. Wow, okay.
So I mean, like,
Well, it sure
okay,
isn't landing over at the statue.
It's
it's
not.
landing somewhere. We don't
It's
know where
landing
yet.
somewhere.
Or it might not be landing. It could be in the sky.
Right.
With diamonds. Where's Zedrin? At this point in time, Neobar is doing the mental math and going, he should have joined us by now.
He might not be as fast as us.
I don't think he's as fast as us. But that's okay. We'll be nice as possible. I don't know what it's gonna be. It can't, in theory, it could be another wing. Or it could be more scales. Or it could be another head. Betting on head.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So, Kozik, give me a wisdom saving throw as some time has passed.
Give you what now?
Another wisdom saving throw.
Aha.
Yeah, add the 2 in there. Mhm.
So a 14, or is that already added?
No, I don't add anything. It's all added mentally. So yeah, 14, I guess.
Okie dokie. Roll me a d20, please. 7.
Mhm.
10, 11.
Me.
Okay, and then roll me a d4. 3. That'll be turn. And
Good old 3.
dang it. There. Okie dokie. So, as you're sitting on the back of this horse, and there was that like cold and then warm sensation, you your ears kind of perk up for a moment, and you could swear that you hear something on the wind, but then when you focus on it, you it's kind of like, what was that? And then it's just like a still, silent, quiet air, and basically the only thing you can hear is the probably the sound of like your own breath and sorry and like the horse, whatever noises it would be making.
Well, it's as still as ever out here, but I don't know. I feel like, well, of course we're still being watched. I don't know. Could be getting closer, but it's just hard to say. I think we should just keep sitting tight like we are.
Did you did something happen? Did you get a cold spot again or
No, nothing happened. I mean, I thought maybe I heard something out there on the breeze, but it could have just been our companions out there, whatever they're doing in those dwellings.
all right. And sorry, it's just on alert. He's just looking everywhere,
Yep.
looking at her spidey sense.
For minutes on end, sorry is paranoid.
No, she's just vigilant.
Same different.
I mean, her companion did just get taken twice, so
Yeah,
you
so
know,
paranoid.
so
It could
vigilant.
it could always happen again. All right. So the camera pans to the Myvols. Neovar rolled a 10. What's Veldrin's?
Oh,
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
good call.
Well, it's not a natural one, and that's what matters, right? So this one has you both pretty stumped. Like you've been going pretty, you had a pretty good streak of figuring things out previously. Um, but it's just something about this room, how everything's collapsed inward. There's way more rubble from like the roof uh collapsing than the previous ones, and you two were just kind of like, we're just not sure how to put these together.
Like at all?
I mean, with an 8 and a
Because
10, pretty much.
yeah, Neovara has what is called a hero point, which he is going to now use. Probably flub. Oh my! I knew it.
Exact same number.
It was the exact same thing.
So the exact same result.
Yeah. Should we go find Zedran?
Out of character. Zed has stepped away.
No. Right. More saying we can go towards where he is, do the puzzle he got stuck on, and he can come back and help the one we got stuck on.
That sounds fine.
Even though we're clearly not stuck, this puzzle is just it needs a third set of eyes. Obviously.
Are we just gonna go to the next room? Because we don't know
Yeah.
which one Zed got stuck on.
Well, I for sure thought he'd be here, but this is a huge room.
It is. This building is much larger than all of the others. Meaning, giving you the feeling that this puzzle might be a bit more difficult than the others.
Well, Neovara rolled a 29, so.
I was on perception.
She was actually looking for traps, tricks, people, details of the room itself.
So this room seems like at one point, maybe that there were other statues in here. But, you know, when things collapse on other things, they also collapse, leaving not much of a, you know, not leaving much to be able to determine just purely looking at it in its current condition. But yeah, it kind of looks like there was probably some other statues in here. Um, kind of seems like the roof composition might have been a little different, but you can only really tell by what's left of it, which is not really much. And it seems like there's like piles of dust and whatnot that are about, but it seems more like once upon a time there was organic matter and time took its toll and whatever remains were not only basically like turned to dust but also just scattered about just as a result of however long this has been here.
Let's go. Looking around apparently gave her the brain blast she needed.
All right. So here's the question. Are you investigating to try and put the puzzles together, or are you investigating the statues? Kind of need to know that before the rolls.
For this one, she actually is investigating the primary goal is, of course, to put the puzzles together. Secondary goal, statues of interest.
Okay. So you definitely know this is going to take a little bit more time to assemble.
Mhm.
Just based on the size and scale of it.
Well, that's fine. We have time. And she'll probably yap a little bit out loud about what she's noticed about the statues to Veldrin.
What has she noticed about them?
Well, an investigation would be what you determine,
Yeah,
but
Veldrin.
you're currently
Oh
investigating
no, you
this
said
other
she was
situation.
yapping out loud. I was saying, like, what's her interpretation?
You know, her primary interpretation is that because this room has seen so much more uh, pickings at it than the rest of them, she actually sort of wonders out loud if this is where the statue that's currently in the courtyard originally lay.
So you don't think it's related to the dragon at all? In
I
terms
mean,
of its body?
I think it definitely is related to the dragon. Remember how like a hot minute ago, a while back, I theorized that perhaps that some of this building was being used to store the energy of some greater thing, right?
I wasn't here
Well,
during that session.
fuck, you weren't. Well, I theorized that it might be used to store, i.e., sort of imprison, as some religions sometimes do, right? To keep a spirit away, right? And they'll use the symbols of their altars as the actual faces, the protections from that energy, right? Do you follow it all?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps these statues, what we're seeing them, is actually the statues that were being revered and being asked to guard the spirit of whatever we're currently unleashing. How kind.
It's possible.
Um, I don't recognize them as anything, do I?
Not immediately, because they're all collapsed and broken.
Fair enough. Are there any features that like would be like immediately recognizable? Like, are they dragonoid? Are they humanoid?
Uncertain. As you
Mildred did not do a good job.
as you look around and try and figure it out, that seems like another puzzle you have to figure out. But we'll see when we get there.
Neovara loves this puzzle.
If only they were valid because I didn't call for rolls yet. Zed,
Damn.
is Zed back yet?
I've not heard him.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, hi.
Um,
I believe there was an attempt to communicate with Zed at some point when he stepped away.
We were looking for him, but like when we realized that he was gone, we did not keep looking for him. We just moved on to the next one.
So what's Zed doing?
um, there is there rubble similar to how there is inside of these buildings? Is it also scattered around outside,
Yup.
or does it seem like most of this is okay?
Inner wall and outer walls have significant damage. So there's basically rubble everywhere around these buildings.
Okay.
So an earthquake or Godzilla?
I guess you can also give me a perception check. That's about right. So let's see, that would be a minimum of what, 16 still?
I think 16. Yeah, because
Not in that
I
one.
have proficiency. Yeah, true. Um,
So you maybe would have kind of heard some footsteps off in the darkness, but came and went.
the so the first building that we went into where the walls were kind of scaly, and the scales, I guess, kind of left the room just like everything else had done. When we found the statue, you mentioned that there were the pieces of the statue still had that scale sort of motif, but um, do any of these other buildings have that same sort of scale look, or is that even still on this first building at all?
It is not a part of the structure.
Okay.
There's no scales there. A multifaceted puzzle. Doing pretty well.
Um,
Eat boop.
guess he's gonna go back into this building here, and does it seem like there's any sort of like these puzzle pieces, or you know, I guess rubble that were re I was gonna say redesigning. What would it be? But like putting back together.
Reassembling.
Yeah, thank you. I guess Zed's gonna take one of them that he can tell is supposed to go on this wall, and inspect it a little bit further, but almost trying to gather um, like as some like magical information, I guess. Why are these stones, one, so weightless, and two, once they're put together in the right place, it seems like whatever the design is skitters away. Um, thought process, kind of like unpacking that a little bit, is if before these buildings were destroyed, these designs were on the wall, why are they now skittering away when we're putting them back up together? Like, what's
So
triggering this happening now? And
so so that's a multifaceted question.
of
Which
course,
of these answers are you looking for first?
um, I guess kind of just go in that order of he's kind of inspecting one of these pieces, so trying to figure out why it's not as heavy as it should be, um comparatively to other things that he's manipulated of
That
similar
would be
size.
a history check.
All right.
History. So as
It's a
far as the composition of this material, you are uncertain. But then again, you did spend pretty much a majority of your life out in the ocean, so the materials you're probably most acquainted with would be wood, water, metal in small doses. Ships do kind of need reinforcements, but and cannons and cannonballs and what have you. But stone, not so much your strong suit.
So yeah, I'm just kind of drawing a blank on that. I try and kind of shift his focus to um again, like how are these things animating if what he's holding is in his hand is just a stone, um to his knowledge. What about putting them together is causing them to animate? Um
All right.
and why basically?
So you contemplate that for a moment, and as you do, we'll pan the camera just to do a quick check in. Kozik and Sorry,
Yeah.
still chilling.
Still chilling, just ever vigilant, waiting
Okay.
for our friends.
Alrighty.
Yep.
And time did pass, so Kozik, a wisdom saving throw, please. 24.
Eat it. Yep.
For the first time in, a few minutes, you know, you didn't really notice anything.
That's good.
Akin to the no news is good news, probably. Is there anything you want to do about that, or just kind of wait for folks to get back to you?
Anything I want to do about not feeling anything? No, I'm chill.
All right. Now the camera pans to the Myvols. And
Yeah.
so you did the investigation to assemble a wall. So in the time, in the few, well, a few more minutes than usual than the previous situations, just because of sheer size of room. Um, you would identify something because previously there's a lot of external pieces, scales, claws, a head, tails, wings, but this one depicts that of a pretty sizable, what looks like a heart. And the imagery in the relief depicts that of a what looks like a heart, but it's like wreathed in like a double helix of fire. It's kind of hard to tell because the reliefs don't really relay certain details.
Hmm. I don't, when I said it could be something else, I didn't expect organ to be on the list. What about you, Val?
No, I didn't think of that at all. Everything else
Um,
is exterior.
and in here there's all these little statues and it's a big fucking heart. And all these little broken statues. Ugh. I mean, alternative secondary reading are that these were the things important to it in life, maybe,
That's
right?
possible.
It would be, a romantic reading of it. This was the room with the heart, and in that heart there were all these people once. And they're broken. Before we move on, do you want to try and fix the statues?
Sure.
I see no harm in it.
This will only give more answers.
Yeah. And if nothing else, right? There seems to be like something wrong about leaving broken people inside of a rebuilt heart. That feels spiritually wrong.
Now you can roll investigations to figure out how to assemble these.
Oh, my 23. I guess it was for something else, but that's okay.
So it's gonna take you a little extra time, just to try and put these statues once statues back together, or at least a couple of them to maybe get a point. And each of these statues depicts a figure of a different reptilian species. So
Interesting.
lizard folk, dragonborn, kobold, um, obviously a dragon, um, all sorts of manner of species.
Hmm.
And probably some you haven't really seen before, but they kind of seem like they have properties of some of the others in their composition. So almost like evolved versions of some of them,
Curious.
or lesser evolved. So imagine like you would see a lizard folk, which are, you know, very, I guess, to some degree, varying degrees, like as player character, like as PCs, there's a whole myriad of types of lizard folk, for example. But just imagine, um, anywhere from like a crocodile esque lizard folk to a more like lizard, smaller, like garden lizard folk, or a slightly more slim but kind of like chameleon esque. You would even kind of see. Let me double check something. Okay, yeah, no, they wouldn't. Yeah, that's what you would depict. Oh, didn't want that. And that's after a good bit of time passing of assembling things. To which, since that, we'll deal with that in a minute. So, Zed,
Um, yeah, I guess same thing.
Arcana check. 19. And your question was to figure out why these things are animating?
Yeah, because he couldn't figure out anything special about the stone itself. So if it's just an ordinary stone, then what sort of magical something is happening um, once we put this together?
Well, your first thought immediately takes you to something that you had learned previously. Something about magic in this area and people's spells being all wibbly wobbly. Um, but with a 19, you would get you would have enough understanding that you could at least determine that the wibbly wobbly nature of the area and the buildings animating are not inherently tied together. However, so it's not like the wibbly wobbly nature of what is currently happening is what is animating these things. However, you can determine that whatever happened, there's something more that happened that caused both of these things to happen. So it doesn't seem like the arcane anomalous situation is a direct result on the animation, but something happened that caused both of these things to happen. If that makes sense, there's a source. There's something that caused both of these things to happen, but they're not tied together. Like if if the anomalous nature is affecting the animation, it seems like there was something at the source that caused both of these things to happen, and they're just both results of some other event that you are not sure what it was.
Can I ask you what both things you're talking about?
No, you may not ask that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's asking about. So he's basically just asking about the animating reliefs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm describing something about the anomalous nature of why your spells are wibbly wobbly.
Oh, okay. And they're different reasons.
Same source material, different effects.
Okay.
So, uh, whatever Zed may choose to do with that, is there anything else you would like to do, or do you need to process that information?
Probably just thinking about that, I guess. Yeah.
All right. And the two of y'all's hanging out by the statue.
Well, Sari is kind of, as she's been looking around, she's seen way down at the end little figures, her friends moving between buildings and stuff. So she assumes that they're doing okay
Well, you'd be
because
able to
they're still
see
moving from building to building.
about that far.
But no, see, like on feet.
Because your dark vision only goes out 60 feet, and that's
Okay.
about 60 feet.
Oh, I didn't realize it was like 180 feet
So,
or 60 yards or whatever. Okay.
so basically, the TLDRs from where you are just to the edge of the building that Zed is in is 220
Uh-huh.
feet.
Okay. 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 I didn't get that it was that far. Okay. So never mind what I just said. She's getting ready to think maybe they should go in search of their friends, but not quite yet. She's not getting a sense that there's anything wrong with her friends, but she also feels like it's been a really long time. So she's kind of just fiddling with that decision, but she's not there yet.
Alrighty. In Kozik, no saves needed.
All
There's,
right, all
Yay.
right.
which is almost odd, right? Like this whole time, even when even when you were just kind of guarding against whatever it was, something happened, and now it's just a stillness.
All right, all right.
A split party. They're in 3 different groups. That's how it do be like. But holding fast, I take it. Not casting anything or doing anything.
No, I'm nope.
Alrighty. The Myvols.
All right. So we have formed
Hydrate.
this massive giant heart. We failed the room before us. Well, I guess there's only one more room after. Let's see if Zedrin's there, and if not, we might need to go get help. Because Zedrin went missing. Is Zedrin there?
The hot new game show.
Yeah, I guess you'd probably see him standing in here. I guess there's still pieces scattered about, and just some pieces that are kind of randomly put together, but um, it's definitely not finished.
How's it going?
I don't know. I keep getting to the same point where it's like it's almost done, but I can't figure out what goes here.
Well, how about we have a crack at it, and then you can come help at the room that we got stuck in.
Sure.
Investigations.
No. Veldrin, save me.
Not so much.
Do you have a inspiration?
I already used it.
I already used mine.
Now it's a bunch of 3 grown people all staring at pieces of the puzzle on the floor going, well, want to do something?
They're poking it with a stick.
Yep, with an 11 and a 7.
7-Eleven.
Too bad you're not in Vegas.
Too bad.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you guys are. This room's got you all stumped.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And like, as you're trying to figure it out, Zed would just be pointing out, like, yeah, I already tried that piece and that piece, because he rolled a 14.
Hmm. Since she's done all the other puzzles, I'm gonna like do like a little insight check on the structures of the puzzles with all the pieces to rule them all. And fail. It's like, man. Ain't got shit. Fuck. This doesn't happen, Vel. We've done literally all but one. How'd we fuck up?
Goob question. So,
Do we want to show Zed the other room? He might figure that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
We'll walk you over to it. And it's more of a sort of like, head hanging, like, ah, fuck. We're gonna have to come back and figure that out again. It's this one. What's even crazier is that we have no idea what we're even building. Like, it's definitely a dragon, but like the room next to us was a big ass heart, and the other one was a wing.
Mm.
So,
All
any
right.
guess as to what this could be?
Good question. So the camera pans to Sari and Kozik.
Well, Sari's feeling like she doesn't know why she didn't do this earlier, but oh wait a minute, what is it saying? Designated item uses no longer
Give me
exists.
a perception check, both of you.
Okay, I was going to use a divine sense, but it's saying something doesn't exist. Okay, perception.
And Kozik.
Close it. Wake up.
What? What am I supposed
In
to roll now?
perception check. Perception check.
Again? All right.
Well, we've been watching on watch for. Oh yes. Nice.
Hey, the first inspiration somebody's gotten in a while.
Yeah.
I think that makes it. Kozik is now the one, the inspiration. Um, so with a 17, you could swear that you see, and this is for sorry, Kozik will see something more.
Mm-hmm.
But you could swear that amidst the darkness, that you can maybe kind of seems like some of the rubble is moving around, but then you look at it and it's not moving. Trick of the eyes kind of situation.
Mm.
But with Kozik, where Sari's looking, like you can see her like looking at something moving. You could definitely see something. Yeah, they're close to the statue, so you can see what seems to be a very large draconic talon right in front of you. It is as clear as day, which is interesting because you are in the darkness, and typically it'd be very hard to see things in the dark. Which I should have had sorry rolled for disadvantage, but it kind of like whatever. Um, but yeah, you can see this just giant claw, and when you look up, it's almost like so. Imagine as you spot this giant claw in the rubble, and as you look up, kind of like following the contours of it, it's almost like shadows are unwreathing themselves from around a figure, and it's kind of like as you're looking at it, it's like the fog of war is being lifted as you start to see what looks like a statuesque sized draconic entity standing there, and its piercing red glowing eyes are looking directly at you, and it appears to be seated and observing.
And where can you pinpoint where this is that I'm seeing this?
Pretty much right next to you. Kind of like you're standing next to the statue, so imagine it's filling the space of the statue.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean, filling
um,
the space of the statue?
But I mean, it's looking at me, but I mean, it's not doing anything, right?
Correct.
Hmm. Well, I do mention to Sari that yeah, I think this entity, whatever it is that's been looking at us, I think it's very close to us. Can you not see that?
Can I not see it, Cube?
You cannot.
No, I don't. I don't see anything.
You don't even
I can
sense it.
feel something. I don't even sense it. Wow, I just did my divine sense too.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, maybe if we stay very still, um, this thing won't. Well, it's looking right at me, but I don't know. We've known that we've been being observed, but just
Right, but where is it?
it's right here by the statue. It's like very close to us, but I mean, I feel as though we could retreat. We could go anywhere and it would just follow us. So let's just try to stay cool and wait for our friends to
Wait,
get back.
I have to say though, I'm a little inclined to take off if it's right here. I
Well,
mean, you're sure it's not going to attack us right here?
it's not attacking us yet. Um, yeah, I don't know.
You don't think we should take
maybe
off
I should
or
take flight.
And only because you rolled a 25, I will allow this. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay, give
Kozik
me a second here.
specifically. Okay, it's
oh,
fine.
dang it.
I'm not going to use my inspiration yet for that. We'll remain ignorant, I guess.
Works for me.
Okay.
All right, so I guess while the two of you have this moment of, I guess, technically shock, um, what's the party of three doing? So, Beldrin, Niavara, and Zed.
Yeah, so Zedrin was going to help us investigate here. He has yet to roll. Please help us investigate, Zedrin. You're our only hope.
Maybe he'll
Investigation.
succeed where we failed.
Succeed where we failed.
Yeah.
Wing, 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 wing. And it's a
So,
flame.
as you assemble the pieces, it just kind of, the relief takes on that of what seems like fire?
That
Oh
doesn't
man,
sound
you
good.
guys are assembling a fire-breathing freaking dragon.
Fire. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, sure. Fire. Yep. Yep.
Could this be a sign that we're doing the wrong thing, guys? Chat, are we making a bad choice?
That's a question I've had this whole time.
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun. So yeah,
No,
Pretty
it's
much, it
missing a
kind of looks
wing.
like the flames animate and kind of seems like they congeal into a ball of flame and make their way up and out. Modify that just so it makes.
All right.
Well, that's probably no good.
Mm-mm. Probably not good at all.
So do we finish the last room?
I mean, that was the room that Zed was in.
Yeah, we have one room left. Do we chicken out? Do we go for it?
I believe all of you kind of messed up that room.
We did. So
But there's also 2 other people in the party.
we would need to phone a friend, but like we have friends. Specifically, we have Sorry. And we have left her sitting there for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Rejoin with Sorry and Kozik. We should probably tell them what's going on anyway.
Before you finish it, I love that idea.
Well, we need your help. So let's go.
Are you guys? Oh, good.
And so she'll start trotting her merry way back over. Aha! There are my pair of Warlock and Paladin.
Well,
How do
there
my
you
oath
are.
driven lie? Well, yeah, there were like several puzzles to handle. How's the fort handled? Any monsters showed up?
Well, I haven't seen a thing, but Kozik, tell him what you
They
see.
there could be an entity in very close proximity to us.
You
Well,
see
tell him
Niavara
more.
like visibly pause, blink for a very long time. And she sort of looks at Kozik oddly. Are you okay, Kozik?
Yeah, I mean, I think that sort of right here where the statue is, there's a sort of draconic entity that is really intently looking at me, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah,
So I don't know if there's anything we can attack. It's not attacking us.
about that. Well,
Also, Niavar, roll me a d24, please.
T24.
Okay. Continue.
Um, hmm. Well, I'm just gonna hope it doesn't come up. Don't worry about it. And then a
Wait, what?
very quick undercommon, she's going to say, Val, we might have done something bad.
How bad?
Can you give us a little more, uh, description, Kozik? Could you give us a little more detail on what you're seeing?
Maybe, yeah, maybe Cube wants to say what it is really.
Sorry, top secret
And then
DM stuff.
we can act as I describe it or whatever. But
So you would see, like I said before, a pretty sizable draconic entity that was once wreathed in shadow, revealed, though you are in darkness, so its true color is, you know, in the scale of gray. Um, so you're not really sure what coloration it is, but it does seem like a legitimate, true-blooded draconic entity. Large, large, large snout, many rows of very sharp teeth that could easily bite you into itty bitty dwarflets. Um, its eyes where you would think like dragon, you'd see like the reptilian eyes. There's just a pair of glowing red orbs, and its claws seem like the sharpest weapons that you've ever seen, while its tail just kind of rests every so often, moving with the it's not really moving rubble, so it's kind of it's very lively. It's attached. Um, but you do notice that there are like ridges across its body. Um, yeah,
right, and this is no. Oh well, it's kind of like a dragon that's like a man, and he's really cool. This is like a fucked up like in its glory like dragon.
yes,
Is it missing a wing?
nope, it has those wings.
Okay.
But I mean, it's very intently looking at me. Um, but you guys don't see anything, eh?
They do not.
Is that what he's describing? Does it sound like what Zed had kind of gotten glimpses of?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, when did you get glimpses of that?
When he was doing his shadow step,
Oh, right.
he was able to like just barely make out this creature.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you kind of saw like a kind of sort of like silhouette, so shadowy fill-ins of
Mhm.
it, whereas Cozy
I'm
could see
picturing
in detail.
Zed couldn't tell what it was. He could just see uh small like specific things, and Kozik's description is just like, that is exactly what I saw.
Well,
So it's not done
it's
anything to you.
no, I mean, I've felt buffeted by some, strange winds or whatever, since you guys have been gone, but it hasn't tried to drag me away or attack me. Have you helped to summon this or something in some way by completing some puzzles or tasks? Do you know?
Oh, well, yeah, each of these buildings, I guess, the two of them could probably explain it better because I got stuck on one, but um like similar to that first one that we were all in, they've all got different sort of designs or details, and um well, the one over in that room, and he's just going to kind of point off in the direction because we probably can't even see the building anymore. Um well, it was like a big ball of fire. So, and then you all mentioned something about a heart.
Yeah. So, and she's still processing.
Zed's going
Big
to turn to,
eyed.
go ahead.
So there were claws, a head, wings. Yeah, we sort of put together that dragon, I think. We did miss a room. None of us could figure it out. We'd actually come over to get you, sorry, for help putting it together.
Kozik, is the dragon moving at all?
No, it's just being there.
Right. Well, if
So
you can
maybe
see
that
it
last
now,
puzzle is what's gonna animate it and make it visible to all of us.
well, if you're able to see it, Kozik, we've not really tried to communicate with this thing, and you did get grabbed by something physically. Are we able to talk to this thing at all? Or
Well,
have you touched it?
no, I certainly haven't attempted to touch it, and I do get down off the horse at this point because I don't think I'll be flying away from all my buddies, but that could be premature. And but yeah, if somebody can, I don't know, I don't know what language these entities speak, these dragons that are near to the gods. Does which one of you speaks Draconic again? Anybody?
Not
This help
me.
this
It's
helmet of
Zedrim.
mine. Okay, I can understand the language, but I can't pose any questions in Draconic.
Let's just say it understands us fine.
Well, okay, so I address myself to this thing there, and this large dragon. I say, "Oh, dragon, what do you want with us?" And I kind of look around and shrug. Huh?
Without words, it just turns its head to the building in the direction that Zed came from. Well, that Zed also pointed.
In effect, it's gesturing towards that building where Zed was. Is there a puzzle left unfinished? Some sort of task?
Yeah, there is. Are
Kozik,
you
Hmm.
and
feeling okay, Kozik?
Zed's
Like for
gonna
no
kind of lower
particular
his
reason at
voice.
all.
I feel okay. I mean, I feel as hale and dwarvish as ever.
Okay, good to know.
That's like the second or third time you've asked that. Is there something you know that you're not telling us?
Yes.
Great, we'll want to tell us then.
No. Yes, this is a double standard. Yes, I am what people might call a hypocrite. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Great.
But though this creature has remained silent, it seems to be interested in that over there, and I don't know, maybe it feels like we're helping it in some way
We are.
rather than trying to hurt
Sorry.
it.
Well,
Sorry,
that's the
and
question.
Kozik, the remainder of the party, yeah. We all barfed up the puzzle over there really badly, so
That's the
if you'd like to
question,
go
isn't it? Do we
have a go
want
at
do
it.
we want to
What
help
did you
this
What'd you do
creature?
to it?
As in like we just couldn't figure it out. We were not mm, so without making fun of any one of us, someone might have stared at the same set of rocks the entire time we were gone, while the other set of us did the rest of the puzzles.
No names though.
No names. I'll let you draw conclusions. And we all
Well,
did the last puzzle together.
well,
But yeah, we have one left done.
if we reapproach that which is unfinished, I mean, maybe if we all like band together, we can form some sort of mega mind or something, and we can finally solve this. I don't know.
I think that you might be onto something, Kozik. Let's go. We'll lead the way.
And we all feel that this is the best thing to do then.
What else is there to do, girly pop? Are you going to fight the spirit dragon
Well, no,
that
but
you can't see?
I'm wondering if you turn it if we complete the puzzle, then maybe this thing becomes physical Um, although maybe it'll be happy we did that and it won't be after us anymore.
It's happy.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, God, stop saying that. All right, let's go check it out, shall we? You've got to stop saying don't worry about it because I'm just going to open the
Is the
door.
dragon following us or just sort of watching us as we go, or
So let's see.
Isn't it kind of
You could
stuck
see it.
there?
Yep, it's following.
Oh, it's not stuck.
it's probably best that you ladies and gentlemen can't see this thing yet.
Mm.
But why
Mhm.
is it only you can see it?
It
And
wanted
it's
to.
following, and it came to us where you could see it, and now it's following you. It makes me concerned about bringing it all the way into physical reality because maybe it's after you still, crazy.
It recognizes my unique and special talents and my natural nobility. I don't know why else. It seems logical
While
to
I'm
the
sure
thinker, though.
that's true, it could also have ill intentions.
I guess Kozik's pretty much been the only one of us that's interacted with it in any way. And so Zed's just going to kind of look over to Kozik. Do you feel like you're in danger from that thing? Or like what?
Not in the last 15 minutes or so. But I mean, I was being dragged, wasn't I?
Right.
And wasn't there a strange voice that said, "Get the dwarf" or "Bring me the dwarf"? So that doesn't sit too well with me. But
Yeah,
Well, I
it
think
really
it should
did
be
want
up to
you.
you whether we complete this or not.
and when I asked it a question, it did answer me in effect, but it did not say anything.
Well, do you want to take the risk of completing this puzzle, or no?
What are we looking at here?
Well, we're figuring it's probably going to become physically manifest if we complete the puzzle. So, what do you think? Do you want to take that risk or not?
Yeah, of course.
All right, then let's figure this out.
Alrighty. So, those of you who have not already tried to figure this out can roll investigation.
Oh, jeez.
Dear God.
Cause it time to use your time to use your insight.
I'll take a look at it again here. Let's see. That's a little
That's
better.
helpful.
That's a
Alrighty.
little.
So, minimize that. With a 17, after a moment of like, you know, trying to put a piece in the together, and it's like, no, this doesn't. No, that doesn't make. No, that doesn't. No, that can't be. You realize you had two pieces swapped. You know, this piece over here and this piece over here. Oh, and you, ooh, damn, properly assemble. And the relief depicts that of a pair of sizable reptilian eyes.
Mm.
Hmm. The artisan had quite a skill there, didn't they? Here we go. Let's look at these. These look like dragonic eyes, don't they?
As much like all the other reliefs, the eyes just kind of follow the wall up and out of the building. And without really needing a perception check, you can definitely hear, all of you can definitely hear the sound of something heavy, like thud, a heavy thud on the ground outside.
Okay, let's see what happened out there.
Well,
Is anybody joining me? Good few. Okay.
So for
Oh,
those of
I
you,
see that the puzzle makers are not coming out.
for those of you who go outside and you look to, you look outside and you don't see anything.
What? Cozy, did you see anything?
No, no, just the same shadows and mist out there.
That's so because you saw the dragon following you, but now it's gone, eh?
Well, dragon, are you there?
So I guess it's Neovar and Veldrin staying in the building. Or did you guys step out
Yeah.
too?
Wimps. Fucking wimps. You made this whole thing happen and now you're staying in the building. Get
When
out
Valdrin
here.
leaves, she follows him. She's like very much like covering her face, like,
So you all walk outside, yeah, you don't see anything, but Kozik is like, where are you? Can you communicate? And it is like the camera's like looking on, like, the camera's in front of you guys, like looking at you, so like the building's behind you, and the lens, there's like a little bit of a camera shift where you guys are in the foreground and the foreground blurs, and in the background you see a plume of what looks like smoke behind you guys, and a very sizable snout lower itself into the camera view.
Wait,
I
Don't
am
worry,
what
guys.
was that?
It's
very
here.
much here.
Oh.
What was that?
is Kozik the only one that can understand him?
Nope, you all hear it.
Oh, we all hear it. We just can't see it.
I mean, do you turn around and look up?
yep.
And it's
Oh,
on the building behind us.
oh, we can see it. Okay. Keep talking to it, Cozy.
Uh, do you do you mean us any harm, sir?
You guys can give me an insight check.
Thank Belgium.
Sometimes not knowing can also be fun, but Veldrin is able to ascertain, and
Nice.
Neovar is able to ascertain that there is, like, when Kozik's like, "Are you gonna harm us?" It's almost like taken aback, kind of like it like that wasn't even on its mind kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Not to my knowledge, no. If anything, I've been trying to be very helpful and useful. And as it speaks, it slowly climbs off the building into the ground. And
Well,
grateful.
we
As it looks directly at Neavara as it says this. but only the people who rolled above 20s are able to ascertain that detail.
That's the team
Neovara is
speaking.
like, covering her face. It's sort of like the meme of like a celebrity getting caught by paparazzi in public. Like she's trying not for people to see her face. She's like, don't look at me. She knows exactly what he's referencing. And it's like, oh, this is embarrassing.
It's a matter, Nevar. I don't get it.
Don't worry about it.
You're gonna have to come clean at some point. It might as well be now.
I have a whole long life ahead of me to lie. So you were trapped, sir, dragon. What happened? How'd you get stuck here?
The closure.
Of?
The realms.
Are you saying that, like, theoretically speaking, when the world of dragons, whose name I'm currently forgetting horribly, when that got closed off, did you get stuck on this side and, like, technically speaking, get trapped, not even like as a fully corporeal being?
The place in between became a place on the wrong side.
Starts with a K.
Kyrie.
Kyrie, that's it.
A place in between.
Indeed.
And between
Are
our
we
realm
talking
and
like
Kyrie.
in between the same way that like the Fae can like technically speaking be like a realm in between, or like just fully speaking like a door between Kyrie and here? I'm assuming Kyrie. I'm talking
Indeed.
too much.
You mean in between like this? And Zed's gonna do his little shadow step just like 5 feet off and to the side.
The space between. Yes.
That's why I could see you.
How was it that Kozik could see and when none of the rest of us could?
Kin.
Ken.
He's gonna
What?
look over at Kozik. I probably your lady.
Well, what about her?
I'm just thinking that's why you could see it. You got that special connection.
To these to the shadows and the lands in between. Maybe so. Well,
Not a bad idea.
Sir
Look,
Dragon, what is this place? Why are you here in this cave? Did you have some sort of a community of followers or other dragons here?
Once upon a time. Many others. And it's speaking in like broken common. Like so for Kozik, it's you get the feeling that common might not necessarily be its native language. So in between it's speaking common, there might be some draconic that fill in the blank. So you'd probably get, it would have a more full sentence structure, but because you're able to translate, I guess technically both at the same time, you can kind of understand why it's choosing the words that it is. Just it can speak and communicate in common, but it is definitely not its first language or ideal language. So I guess limited communication, but enough to comprehend. Sorry, what was the last question? Had to get that detail out.
No, just I was just asking if there were, yeah, like who's built this? Like why are you here? Like these all of these well constructed dwellings, and there's no longer anybody here.
Time separates. Time takes. Time destroys.
Uh, if you were to come across any other dragons, would you have any reason to be hostile?
There's like a pause, I guess. Unless hostile, then defend.
Would you
What
tell us
about
your
like
name, sir? Oh, sorry.
I was just yeah, that's a good question though. What about like a shared sort of kinship? Would you I don't know really how that works.
Mm, darkness and darkness. As it looks to itself and then it looks to Kozik.
Mm, yeah, I don't understand. I can't say that I understand fully.
I guess what I was meaning was as far as like dragons, if you were to come across another dragon, would there be like a shared kinship? Like if I came across another sailor, I'd have maybe not met him before, but it almost like long time friends, just type of thing. Does that exist with dragons, or you
Or do you
commune like
exist
that?
as rivals, always striving against each other in competition?
Dragons always territorial.
But for the land of Kyrie, where I imagine that there's room enough for all of the dragons to live there.
There's just a long pause. Land in between. Now land here.
What do you mean like that now that you're here, the land in between has is now here? What do you mean, sir? I'm sorry.
Say again, I couldn't quite hear you.
Are you saying that the land in between has become the land here now that you're out of the land in between?
Yes.
Interesting. What's your name, sir? What can we call you?
Name. Natesh.
Natesh. Well, that's a right fine name. Notice when you're in between, uh, did you notice any other um, beings trying to attack our friend Kozik here? Because we thought maybe it was you, but it's not you. And have you noticed anything?
Only Natesh here.
Ah,
Helpful.
okay.
And so, why was it that you? And I do appreciate the fact that I wasn't harmed by your grasp, but why did you try to take me away?
To bring to statue or boons. Respectful.
Well, yes, I'm always bringing respect.
Communication. Limited. Body broken. Interaction. Difficult.
Oh, I see. And I was the one who was perhaps most able to be able to see you and communicate with you. Perhaps because of my connection with the Dark Lady. Do you sense that? And I go, oops, maybe I spoke too much.
Darkness. It looks to itself and darkness. And then looks to Kozik.
Well, I never considered myself to be that pessimistic, but okay. I see what you're saying.
It shakes its head. Darkness. Power.
Oh, it senses the power of darkness in you, I think, Cozy. Or a power with the source of darkness, which may be dear Dark Lady after all.
Or perhaps both a darkness and a power separately. It's hard to say. This creature speaks in riddles.
Why don't you try putting your helmet on and letting him talk to you in Draconish and seeing what you can understand?
Well, I think the this creature, I think Natesh is Mr. Natesh is I think he's communicating as he wants to because I can understand him.
Well, okay, I thought you were having trouble with the riddles.
Well,
Also,
now that you're free, sir, what will you do now?
mm, question. Good question.
We're here under the mountains, making our way towards what's the city's name again?
Chronosis.
Towards the, it's towards the great city.
Prognosis.
But I imagine this you could as a creature such as yourself could go anywhere on this world.
Uninterested.
I suppose that is a problem with being a dragon. You've been around so long, seen and done everything. Hmm.
Magic broken.
Are you interested in going back to Kyrie?
Hmm.
We know where a portal is.
But it's not open.
We couldn't get it to activate.
It seems to be in thought.
Well,
Or
we ourselves are seeking. Ultimately, we're seeking to go to the astral plane. Have you ever traveled on that dimension?
Unknown.
Have you ever traveled much among the cities of the men and the elves?
Kyrie.
Yes, I see. You wouldn't like to accompany us for a while, would you?
Unnecessary. Magic broken. In area.
what do you mean by magic broken in area?
Event. Trapped here. Magic breaks. Still broken. Not safe.
Well, if something is broken, can it not then be restored?
Unknown.
Well, is there any way we can help you?
Unknown.
Well, you've got this relationship with the darkness. Um, I might be misspeaking on the name, but have another draconic entity such as yourself. Have you heard of, I believe it is the Dark Lord?
Many Dark Lords. Name specific needed.
Kind of like glance around. Oh, the one that we were just talking to. Like where the portal was. You get his name?
Or
He was just called Dark Lord.
That's what I thought. Oh, what about Gravel?
Unknown.
How about King of the Dragons?
Which one?
Uh, well, so speaking of this entity that we know as the Dark Lord, we were pretty much tasked by them to uh well free, I guess, a specific dragon, but probably more or less just dragons along the way. You're not the first dragon that we've encountered that has been basically stuck somewhere, and we were pretty much able to free them, but they decided to stay where they were because it was more or less safer, not for them per se, but I guess they were kind of saying safer for everyone else for some reason. I think there was people, I say people, I apologize. I think there were other creatures after him, and he was in a secure location. I'm not sure if you're aware of any of that.
Many hide. Reasons their own.
And what of this mistress of dragons that we met, gang? What was her name?
Sarissa? She was younger.
She seemed to be quite a powerful dragoness, though.
Dragon. But yes, but I do think she was much younger. And pretty. Ah,
Did you know her, Sir Nateth?
Unknown.
ask him about amethyst dragons. Oh, I could just ask. Were there many amethyst dragons in your time?
Many different types. Yes.
Hmm. Well, we've been out in the world. We have a pretty wide experience of it compared to some. Is there anything that you would know of us?
He's been trapped, homie. I don't think so.
He doesn't want to know what's going on out in the world. He doesn't care.
Knowledge limited. Unknown. World foreign. Information. Potential. Usefulness. Portal locations. Useful.
Well, do we? Yeah, we know that, don't we? Well, sort of. We've been through a few.
Have you
Location.
ever heard of Mechanus?
Unknown.
That's probably good.
If Kyrie was to be reopened, what would happen to you?
Seeking space in between. Again.
I see. Traveler guide you. I don't know. Well, um, we helped him. Okay. She's gonna like grab Veldrin by his shoulders and sort of like, go like, I'm just gonna, if you will. Don't mind me.
Now, what
And
the
drag Veldrin
bloody hell
away.
is going on with you, Nivara? You've been
Nothing.
acting so strange. That's not true. You've been acting so strangely.
Well, you have a really cool dragon to talk to, and I'm just gonna have a normal conversation with my brother.
Come on, girl. What's going on?
Don't worry about
Maybe
it.
she's not ready to share yet.
Well, that clear. Hmm.
So you grabbing Veldrin and pull him aside?
Yep, and she's gonna be like, okay, what if I said I got took over by the dragon for like the greater part of like the last several hours. Oops. I did enjoy puzzle time. Um, I was trying to grab Kozik though. And of course, she's saying this in undercommon under her breath, away from Veldrin, away from the others.
Is she talking to Veldrin though?
Yes. It charmed me.
I can't hear Veldrin. Is Veldrin speaking?
No,
I also
Veldrin's
can't hear
kind
him.
of. He's thinking about it.
It's so embarrassing. I flubbed it.
We need to figure out some way that we can indicate when this happens, because it could have been worse.
Obviously, it could have been worse. That's the whole thing about being charmed.
That
Like you.
we have to figure out how to game it.
The thing is like, okay, and I'm going to say it from the opposite perspective here. You don't think anything's wrong. You're working for it. And you think that it's okay because you're thinking, you're in your head going, oh yeah, this is my idea, but in actuality it's its idea. Oops, type shit. Hence the embarrassment of how did I get played like that, while also trying to be understanding toward myself of, yeah, it's a fucking dragon, of course it could do that.
What do you want me to do about it?
I don't know, beat me over the head or something. Make me forget this. You won't.
I got stuck in a crystal.
You're forgetting I did too. And I
Because
nearly
you
got
didn't
left there.
listen.
Exactly. So, oh well. Sibling building. But that's what's going on. I'll try to shut up about it. It's more just like, oh my god, the embarrassment. I'll keep a lid on it though. I had to tell someone. I'm telling you.
I still think we need to figure out how to game it. We have. If we're going to do what's expected, apparently, a lot worse is going to happen.
Yeah. The answer is don't get charmed, idiot. We might look up and how to game that. Oh, anyway, since it was in my mind for like, a couple hours, I'm not necessarily mistrustful of the thing per se. And it did give me some nice sweet bonuses. But ah,
I mean, it's over.
yeah, it's over. She walks back over, grabbing him by the hand, like, okay. Team game, we're done.
And I say, well, Dragon. I wasn't privy to that conversation, but I continue with the dragon. So will you remain here? I think it's our fate to leave this place pretty soon.
Magic. Unsafe. Warding travelers away. Directive now. Until magic stable.
Oh,
Hmm.
is it related to the aberrations, maybe?
It tilts his head like, what?
Trying to figure out what he means by magic unsafe or broken.
Right. Does he mean that these conditions where our magic was kind of warped, will that persist outside of this cave as well?
I mean, are you asking him?
No, I mean I was just saying aloud, like, oh, that's because yeah, I don't know what he means either. But I doubt he can tell us or know much about it.
Like, is like wondering like what's causing it is my question. Is it a certain mouthy motherfucker that likes to eat things causing the magical disturbance, or is it something else?
Is that what you're asking him?
Kind of.
Right. We know that the weaver of magic, right? The whole fabric of magic is being disturbed, right, by these evil fuckers.
Unknown. Magic broken since arrival.
So, was this sort of persistent absence of light, was it this way when you got here, or are you causing that?
Unknown. Check light.
I mean, no offense. He's gonna kind of slowly unsheath his short sword, just like halfway.
It illuminates.
Oh, he's gonna put it away, but he's gonna look around now, kind of like puzzled. Well, I think our lights work now.
Well, that's good. Um, can you shine the light? Can we, if we're not relying totally on dark vision, can we tell what color this dragon is? Does he have a sort of type?
Or I guess he's gonna, after he checked his light, to just kind of in that moment, he'll sheath it real quick and look up. Now, if we turn on lights, that's not gonna bother you, is it?
Uncertain.
Well, here goes.
Give it a try.
So he'll unsheath his sword, which is, I think, if I remember, it's 15-15.
I believe it was 10, wasn't it? It was like super short.
I always thought it was that, and then every time I look, I get reminded. Yeah, it says 15-15.
Moonlit. 15, yeah. Okay. So 15 and 15. Its scales are black.
That's normally not a great thing for folks of our persuasion, but huh. He seems peaceful enough to us.
How so?
Isn't normally dragons that are of dark aspect like you are, aren't they normally sort of I don't know, in opposition to other dragons and creatures of light?
In what way?
The word unknown comes to mind, but I don't know. It's hard to it's hard to say. You don't mean us any harm.
I believe uh this may be a case of the warlock of the Lady of Air and Darkness calling the kettle black, if we will.
Huh? I don't see it. Oh well.
Dragons of all stripes can do any sort of number of things, is all I'm saying.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I have a lot to learn, I guess.
Preserve me, more like. Okay, so you're gonna be in the in between. Do you happen to know anything about this current issue that we've been facing, sir? Have you
Unknown.
noticed the rise of any sort of well, aberrations from within, tentacle monsters reaching out from the plains?
Unknown.
Worth asking. They have gone after a Hydra. Um, hmm. Or perhaps.
I can't
Do you
hear.
ever recall a group of dragonborn that ran a war against the plane of brass?
Wars. Always wars.
Nature of mortals, one could say. But do you remember them?
Negative.
Oh, um, Kozak, you said that it was attracted towards the dragonborn statue that we found in the Underdark, right? Maybe he could explain that.
I'm not sure if he was, but I hold up the dragonborn statue and I say, do you recognize this image?
Dragonborn. He just kind of points to it. Recognize. Species. Dragonborn.
Um,
It does seem to be that. We thought maybe it had more significance than that, but
guess not.
Dragonborn. Respectful. And then it motions towards the building to the north that had the heart in it. Remembrance of respectful reptilians.
Oh, so it was important. To be glad we fixed it then, Vel.
See, I knew this time it was okay. Once we could speak with it was fine.
You are gonna hold this over my head for later. But that's okay.
travelers to In Between from Kyrie. Grateful.
Well, travelers indeed. May yours be safe as well.
It shakes its head. Will remain until area safe. Duration unknown. And just as he says that, you all can definitely hear the clickety clack and pitter patter of several probably small creatures approaching.
Kobolds?
Watch out, it's the kobolds.
And as you mention that, you start to see kobolds emerging from from behind the rubble and over the rubble as they seem perplexed, intrigued, in awe. And then they see this large dragon that you guys are talking to, and their eyes all widen, their jaws drop, and they immediately just start like groveling.
That's funny.
And this dragon looks towards them and tilts its head and utters something in Draconic. And all the kobolds stop their groveling and look at each other.
Okay.
And it's kind of like you guys start getting like crowded by them, but they're like clearly walking past you guys, and they seem to like they walk past you guys to like the feet of Natesh, and they just all like cross their legs or sit down in some way, shape, or form, almost like watching a bunch of kids in like a school, like they're all just taking their seats, and their little tails are like wagging excitedly, like they're expecting story time or something.
Oh, well, I'm starting to feel like we may be intruding on something here.
So it was important to the kobolds after all.
Right. Well, it feels really good that we've been able to free this fella from the in between and give the kobolds their I don't know their, but yeah, maybe we want to back up and let them have their time.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm very tired. I might need to go.
Yep. So I'm just seeing what y'all want to do.
Can we? Well, I think we should maybe give them some space together. What do you think? Should we back up a bit?
Yes, if there's no, I think we've found that there's no real treasure beyond this fond reunion here to be had. So maybe we should go back to the wagon.
Oh, that's a great idea.
and okay, so you say that out loud, I'm sure. So the draconic entity Natesh would say something in draconic to a couple of the kobolds, and they quickly jump to their feet and like skitter over to you guys. And they also utter something in draconic, but you guys are not really able to understand what they're saying.
I might from the helmet that I have, but if it works better, then maybe I don't.
It's up to you. Do
Yeah,
you activate it?
I'd like to understand them.
Okay. So essentially, there's only really a couple of them, but one of them seems like they're in what seem like shamanistic robes, to which Neovar would be able to recognize one, at least the attire. And this is one of them that looked like it was petting one of those giant lizards.
Mm-hmm.
And they walk up to you and say, "We we help, we help, we help."
They want to
And
help.
there's a sharp
Help with
whistle,
what?
and there's a pretty sharp whistle that it lets out, and somewhere off in the darkness you can swear. Well, it's not trying to be hidden at this point, so you can hear the sound of something fairly large approaching. Probably a couple of them. Move you here. And you would see two of those lizards approaching. And if Zed has his light out, they stay on the outskirts of his light.
Yeah, you'd probably see him approaching, um, and kind of whisper to everyone that's just in the vicinity within the 30 feet. Oh shit! Those were the things that were trying to eat me.
They're friendly.
If you say so. He's
They
gonna
they
kind of
may be
slowly.
tame, but I don't know if they're friendly.
He's gonna slowly sheath his sword to where the last bit of light just gets enveloped.
And they both skitter over to the kobold. And they lower their heads just like you would think a creature that is as small as a kobold like this thing could just gobble them up just easily. But they kind of like almost feel like pets, where they kneel their heads and let the kobold like gently pat them on the head. More so like maybe the snout because they're so tiny. But there's affection there. And the kobold jumps on the back of one and they call out to another kobold in very similar looking, like slightly more shamanistic robes. And they jump on the back of the other one. And then they motion to you guys. Come, come. Where you need to go? This is in Draconic, so the language barrier
Uh,
will be a thing.
they're asking where we need to go.
Do we want to go back on the opposite side of the village? Like back to the
We have to go back to the wagon, don't we?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we need to go back to the wagon.
So let's go back to the wagon. Only 2 of them and 5 of us, but I can make this slightly easier. And she's going to, get sort of behind Valdrin and then shrink down to kobold size.
So it's
She's
just a
not
short Neovar or an actual kobold?
she's like more koboldy Niavara, basically. She's not going for Kevin, but like instead of Kevin, who I'm like in my brain had red scales, this has like purple scales, yellow eyes, white detailing sort of looks. So like you can't tell which one's the polymorph, if you will.
All right. Well, they motion for you guys to hop on.
Okay, well, I think I think we're meant to get on.
It's not quite like getting on the back of a horse. That's for sure.
I kind of climb up gingerly. All right. And I guess I get the kobold's attention however I can, and I don't know if they can understand common, but I kind of also gesture with my arm, back over there, back there is kind of where I try to tell them that's where we need to go.
Okay, okay. What's there?
Come on, Veldrin. Sorry.
Oh,
Well, Sari has her mount.
Oh, true.
yeah.
Come here, Vel. We get to ride it.
So you pretty much just like point in a direction, and before you do, uh the kobolds seem to have like some kind of kind of looks like a rope or like some string that they have wrapped around each of their hands, and they it so it's almost like they pull the strings apart, almost like splitting ropes or splitting hairs, and whoever's riding, they seem to present you guys something to hold on to, and they do like this thing with their hand, like they like wrap the string or rope around their hand, just kind of like to get a good grip, and they look at you and essentially like non-verbally trying to show you how to do it, just to how to properly not fall off when this thing goes.
Makes sense.
And pretty much once you guys get quote unquote settled in, because there's no saddles on these things, it's just there's like ropes tied around them at this point. But their movement, because yeah. So yeah, you would see like just once you guys are settled in, they kind of do this little, more like a squeal or like a squeak, because you probably surmised them being so small, trying to, do the spurs or like kick their heels, they probably wouldn't even physically notice it. So it seems like they verbally communicate to command these things, um, rather than physical. And these things got a good bit of speed to them, and they just take off from the ruins. The other kobolds and the dragon seem to be fading into the distance very quickly. Um, the buildings shrinking as you make headway towards the location. You're probably still pointing. Like I said, there's a communication barrier, but you're pointing in a direction, and they're just doing their best to follow wherever you're pointing. So, getting back to the general location, I don't know if you want them to know exactly where the wagon is. If you want to do like a bus stop kind of thing, it's like drop us off nearby.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, let's not blow up our spot, maybe.
So you have them drop you off like nearby, and they let you off, and they just kind of go back to they they turn and wave, but they eventually disappear into the darkness of the cave. And you guys are close enough to be able to make your way back to the location where you recall the wagon last being. And from there, we will wrap up the session because that's a good stopping point.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you. That was awesome.
I'm starting to realize that we've got kind of a list going of saving dragons.
I know. I just can't remember their names, or if we ever. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we've met a bunch of guys just like you.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That was cool though. Very, very threatening. Just right before we were able to do that last puzzle, and it's like Kozik's just like, yeah, I can see it by the way, and it's not good.
It's not attacking us. Yeah, that was unexpected. That's that's good. We all's well
Yeah,
that ends well for the kobolds.
very cool.
Yeah, that was really good, Cubes. Thanks. That was fun.
See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yep. Y'all take care.
All
Yep.
right,
Yep.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
bye. All righty. So, with that, episode 150. Yeah, that was neat. Hell yeah, brother. So, yeah, for those of you on the Ubles Tubles, just get the announcements out of the way now. We do this over on Twitch, Twitch TV/cubed222. We do this every Tuesday at 7:30-ish, give or take 10 minutes, Pacific, PM, of course. And yeah, it's been fun. 150 episodes. The big 150. Um, let's see. What else? Tomorrow. Yeah, so our last session of the Wednesday game concluded last week. So if you want to see what happened, that should be up on the Ubles Tubles. I think that was episode 96, 95 or 96. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever it is in between for you. Um, and yeah, all I can think of. So we'll be back at it now that game is concluded. We're back at the usual 6 o'clock Pacific time. Um, so yeah, usually when I go live, it's about 6 o'clock. Now at this point, almost every weekday. For the time being, yeah. Anywho, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever it is in between for you. And mayhaps we shall get to see each other again soon. But until that soon comes to fruition, I will bid you all adieu. Until next time, fare thee well, adventurers. Fare thee well.